Ukraine, Europe struggled to find a place at Russia-US summit. Event, Russia-Ukraine conflict world news. Roman Alekin, a Russian war blogger, said Europe had been reduced to a spectator role at the Russia-US summit. If Putin and Trump reach a direct agreement, Europe will be faced with a fait accompli. For Kiev, even more so, he said. U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin are scheduled to meet in Alaska on August 15th to discuss a peaceful solution to the Ukraine conflict. A White House official said Trump is willing to invite Zelensky to the meeting, but preparations are currently focused on a bilateral meeting between Trump and Putin. Last week, the Kremlin leader ruled out a meeting with Zelensky, saying the conditions for such a meeting were unfortunately still far away from being met. President Trump said a potential deal would include some exchange of territory to improve the interests of both sides, raising concerns in Ukraine that Kiev could face pressure to give up territory. In response, Zelensky said any decision taken without Ukraine would be dead on arrival and unenforceable. Over the weekend, the leaders of Britain, France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Finland, and the European Commission stressed that diplomatic solutions must protect the security interests of Ukraine and Europe. The United States can force Russia to negotiate seriously, said EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas. The US-Russia agreements must include Ukraine and the EU, because this is a matter of security for Ukraine and the whole of Europe, Kallas said. EU foreign ministers are due to meet on August 11th to discuss the next steps, she said. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte agreed, saying the upcoming summit on August 15th would discuss security guarantees, but also acknowledged that Ukraine should decide its own future. A European official said they had put forward a counter-proposal to Trump's idea, but declined to provide details. Russian officials have accused Europe of trying to hinder Washington's efforts to end the conflict. Roman Alekin, a Russian war blogger, said Europe had been reduced to a spectator role at the Russia-US summit. If Putin and Trump reach a direct deal, Europe will be faced with a fait accompli. For Kiev, even more so, he said. What we see from Alaska will almost certainly be a disaster for Ukraine and Europe, said Phillips P. O'Brien, professor of strategic studies at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. And Ukraine will face a dilemma. Will it accept this deal? Or will it go it alone, uncertain of the support of European states? Ukrainian political analyst Volodymyr Fisenko said on August 10th that Kiev's partnership with European allies is crucial to counter any attempt to block Kiev from negotiations. For us now, a common position with European countries is considered the main resource, he said on Ukrainian radio.